So, it's Christmas, and I wanted to make a video regarding the settings in Cultris. And yeah, I've done one before, but it hasn't been. I haven't been explaining why the reason of why the settings are so good. So I wanted to make a video where I explained it for all the people that were starting and asking for tips. So here's the video. Let's go right into it. So here you have the player 1 settings, which are the ones you're using when you're playing online, and you have the name. The name is only for the people that don't have an account and they're using a guest account. So that's just for the guest account. You can't actually change your name there. Yeah. You have the player movement keys for the movement of the blocks. Uh, Mine are pretty standard with the left. I'm playing with the arrows of the left right arrows of the keyboard. Oh, wait. Yes. Uh, I'm moving my pieces with the right and left arrow, and I'm dropping slowly with the one with the down arrow, and I'm rotating to the right with the up arrow. And in the drop piece, I prefer to have a drop piece that is not so big, so that I have more speed. It feels kind of chunky to have this big piece, the space, which is the normally the one used in other games to drop a piece. It feels kind of too big. I like it when it's smaller. When I have to spam it, it's faster with a small key. And I also like to have my rotation just right beside my dropping piece. So I have my left rotation and 180 rotation just beside my C key. So I'm kind of, I like that the keys are close together so I don't have to move a lot while I'm playing. It's kind of, yeah, a matter of taste. Going into the starting blocks positions is how you're gonna be getting fed. Your blocks are being fed to you, in different positions, and you can decide what position you want your blocks to be in. This is smart, and you should think a lot about this because the blocks. So yeah, what the blocks do is the starting position will matter a lot because it decides whether or not you're gonna press a key. If you want to rotate your block, then you're gonna have to press two keys, one to rotate the block and one to drop the block. But if you've already put a setting for the block to be like you want it to be, then you just have to press the key to drop it. So that's how it works. So you always have to be a little bit strategic about how you want your blocks to be. If you like surviving and you like playing for the long game, just blocking your opponent lines, I definitely recommend putting all your blocks horizontally. That way you reach the top. It's more effective because if your blocks are vertical, you reach the top faster. It's That's logical. So if your blocks are horizontal, you have more space to work with all the time. But you can play with vertical. I will be back on that in a moment. So you have the repeat speed and the delay. The delay is, I will never know what the delay is. I just can't explain what the delay is. But I know that the repeat speed is how fast the blocks are moving from left to right and how fast they're dropping down. So we can try with repeat speed 0 so you can see. So right now the blocks are kind of weird. They're all slow. It's almost as if I'm lagging. I don't like this. And then we can have at 5. It starts getting faster. Now I can feel a difference. But it's still too slow. I'm dropping faster than I'm moving from side to side. So it's not really sufficient. When you have it at maximum, which is what most players that are fast and in the top have it at, they have it at 9.5 or maximum, or even 9, some of them. Then you can, yeah, you can pretty much play faster. It's dropping way faster. Oh yeah, also you can clearly see it when you, if you don't believe me, you can clearly see it when you are dropping the piece down. If I hold the key down, you can see it takes about 1 second, while in maximum it it goes way faster. So going back to the vertical settings, now that you know this, oh, I recommend for the ones that are starting the game not to go this ham. Not don't go easy on the game and just try 7, 8.5, something like that, and the delay also a little bit high, so you don't feel like you can't control anything. You need to have control of the blocks first, and then you can cut down on the delay and put the repeat speed up as you progress. So for the vertical settings, this is how they look. Oh, and it's important to notice there's a big difference when you are playing, if you have your set block pushed to the right side or to the left side, as well as the S block. So I like them both towards the center, so they start more towards the center. That way, when I'm playing, I just think it's more symmetrical when they are both towards the center, because the movement of them are equally uh, from one side to the other. They are more equal. While if they are more towards the outside of the board or of the field, it feels like one of them is they are the opposite of each other. While they are more close to being the same movement of dropping, while they are closer to the same position. uh, the blocks go all vertical, as I said. Uh, the L, I actually don't know which side I put it in, but I actually think it's the left side, because I build right and I combo left, so I want the I or L to be far to the left, so I don't have to use so much time dropping it. As for the T, it's important if you're building in the right side, and you want a combo on the other side, then you want your T to be to to synchronize with your J, with your yeah, with the J piece. So this and this one are synchronized. You can see, as long as I drop this one first, I will show. Okay, wait. I hope there's like a way I can show this. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can now. Uh, how do I show this? Yeah, like this. Now I just need a really weird combination of blocks. Yeah, for example, here, if this was set to start like this, then I can begin with this one without having to rotate it, as if it was. So the starting block, if it was starting like this, I would have to rotate it in order for this to go in. So the same goes for this one. When the T goes into the row of blocks, it will eliminate a block and it will create space for the L to be placed there. Whereas if it was placed like this, it would create a spot for the other uh, for the L. Yeah, this is the J. Sorry. Yeah. So if you're expecting to build from the right side, then it's like this, and left side, it's like that. Yeah. And the repeat speed and everything, again, it doesn't matter when you are playing vertical. I mean, it's risky playing vertical, but it feels like you combo easier, since you have this property that all the blocks kind of have more synergy while comboing. Uh, while when you are with the horizontal ones, the blocks all have to be turned, because the the norm in Cultris, or the way to build, is always build with two spaces. So you have this space here, and in order to put a piece there, you have to turn it. So if you are